Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. Well, unfortunately, the Edmonton Oilers' three-game winning streak does come to an end tonight in a 3-2 overtime loss to the Arizona Coyotes. The Arizona Coyotes, of course, taking all the headlines lately. It looks like pretty much 100% guaranteed they are moving to Salt Lake City for next season. Still no official announcement, but reports were coming out tonight that the players and coaches have been informed that is the most likely outcome. So with this news, the Coyotes players obviously in turmoil. You have to feel bad for all the staff and who are probably going to lose their jobs that work at the Mullet Arena and for the team in general. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of turnover when the team goes to Salt Lake City, and yeah, it's just a bad situation. It's a good situation, I think, for the NHL. It's time for that team to leave Arizona, but you feel bad for the people working in Arizona and certainly for the players on the Arizona Coyotes. But they've come through and they've played two very strong games, played very well lately overall. They beat the Vancouver Canucks the other night, and tonight they take down the Edmonton Oilers. The Arizona Coyotes to start this game were by far the better team. I'd say up until about the halfway point in the second period, this was a Coyotes-dominated hockey game for sure. Shane Doan's son, Josh Doan, opened the scoring in the first period. Jack McBain and Michelli picking up the assists on that one. Arizona led 1-0 after one. There was a penalty to Matthias Ekholm in the second period that really shouldn't have been a penalty. It was, you could see the refs made the wrong call in real time. He was taken down, and he ended up getting a tripping penalty on the play. But the Oilers killed that power play, and in killing that penalty, got some momentum. And from there, they really kind of took the hockey game over. Adam Henrique would tie the game with his 23rd of the season. Evander Kane, Troy Stetcher with the assists on that one. But Logan Cooley, before the second period ended, did put the Coyotes back on top 2-1. And it was 2-1 Coyotes after two, despite the fact that the Oilers had outshot the Coyotes 15-7 in the second. So the Coyotes being a little bit opportunistic with that 2-1 lead. In the third period, Darnell Nurse with the lone goal from Warren Foegele and Evander Kane. So Evander Kane with a couple assists tonight. And the game was tied, obviously, 2-2 heading into overtime. And in overtime, Calvin Pickard with two absolutely highlight reel saves. You're going to see them all over the highlights tonight on Sportsnet, TSN, wherever you're watching. Calvin Pickard gave the Oilers another opportunity to win this hockey game with those two incredible saves. Unfortunately, the Oilers couldn't convert, and a few moments later, Michelli would finish it off for the Arizona Coyotes in overtime, giving them the 3-2 victory. However, with the Oilers pushing this game to overtime, they do officially get the point they need to clinch home ice in the first round. I apologize. I put a note in the comments section of my last video. I had it originally in the title that the Oilers had already clinched home ice. I was off on that, but the Oilers now, I can say 100% certain that the Oilers do officially now have home ice in the first round. At worst, they can finish in second place in the Pacific Division, but of course, first place is still sitting there for them. Despite only getting 1 point tonight, they could still finish ahead of the Vancouver Canucks, but obviously tomorrow night is pretty much a must-win for the Oilers if they want to capture that first place title. So it would be their first one since 1987. Everyone really wants it. However, I have to say the effort tonight, like I said, for the first half of the hockey game, you would have liked to have seen more. We were coming off a game where the Oilers played so well against the Vegas Golden Knights. Like, I was singing their praises last video, saying it was a total team effort. Half of this game was pretty darn good for this team. Calvin Pickard, of course, played the full almost 65 minutes. Calvin Pickard was excellent. Wanted to point him out. I've had a few people point out I haven't given Calvin Pickard his due, so want to make sure I do that in this video. Calvin Pickard was excellent tonight for the Edmonton Oilers with 25 saves on the night. The Oilers ultimately outshooting Arizona 39-28. Let's go over the game stats here. As I said, the Oilers out shooting Arizona 39-28 on the night. The Oilers 65.5% on the faceoff dot to Arizona's 34.5. The Oilers 0 for 1 on the power play. Arizona 0 for 2. The Oilers with 37 hits tonight to Arizona's 19. You guys know I've been bugging the Oilers about the hits, so nice to see them out-hit the Arizona Coyotes tonight. Unfortunately, it doesn't result in a victory, but they do get 1 point out of it. Arizona with 18 block shots on the night to the Oilers 12. Arizona with 4 giveaways to the Oilers 9, and the Arizona Coyotes with 7 takeaways to the Oilers 9. So the Oilers ultimately, with their second half effort, out shooting Arizona. The game looked a lot better for them. They got the point, so it's a very, obviously, like we've said, an important point for the Oilers tonight, getting them that home ice clinched, keeping pace with the Vancouver Canucks, but it would have been nice to get the 2 points tonight, but also at the same time, like I started out this video saying, with all the turmoil going on around the Arizona Coyotes, it looks like the game that the Oilers and Coyotes play next Thursday, next Wednesday, will be the final game at Mullet Arena. So if you can somehow get down there and you enjoy watching the Oilers play in Arizona, that's probably going to be your last chance. There could be a new Arizona team in the future, but for now, it looks like the Coyotes are headed to Salt Lake City next season, and the Oilers will be playing at least their final game for now against the Coyotes next week in Arizona. So overall, guys, like I mentioned, Evander Kane with a couple of points tonight. I thought Calvin Pickard played well. Adam Henrique, nice to get a goal for him as well. Troy Stetcher drew into the lineup tonight. Derek Ryan. Obviously, no Connor McDavid tonight. I think Connor probably will be in tomorrow night against the Vancouver Canucks. He was skating quite a bit this morning, but who knows? The Oilers might want to give him some more time, but as we all know, that game tomorrow night against the Vancouver Canucks is absolutely huge, so we'll see what happens there. Just before I wrap up tonight, I want to throw out a special mention to Deflect Apparel. They sent me a bunch of shirts today. This was the first one I'm going to show to you guys. Super Dry 29. Was hoping to see a big effort from Leon Draisaitl tonight. He didn't play too bad, but obviously no goals, and I don't think he had any points tonight either. Yeah, no points for Draisaitl, so hopefully we can get that going for Dry. But I wanted to throw out a shout out to Deflect Apparel. Going to have some more from those guys in the days to come, some giveaways. You can have a chance to win this shirt and some of their other apparel. So keep an eye on the channel for that in the coming days. Going to set up some contests and stuff for you guys to check out. So I think that's all for tonight, guys, but let me know your thoughts on the Oilers and Coyotes game. Coyotes winning 3-2 in overtime. Are you just happy for the Coyotes to see that they got that win? The Oilers got what they ultimately needed out of this hockey game, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.